welcome to another edition of Cooking Well at Mercy South Buffalo. My name is Christopher Damiani. I'm the executive chef here at Mercy, and I'd like to welcome Karen Calandra here today. She's a registered nurse and a certified holistic health coach. Karen, welcome today.
Thank you.
Karen has a new book too, talking about sugar. What's the name of the book?
Lose the sugar, you're sweet enough.
Lose the sugar, you're sweet enough. And we'll get to that. But right now, we're gonna move forward as quick as we can. We're gonna make a nice recipe today. We're gonna talk about our room service menu. We got a wonderful new menu at Mercy. We're doing room service. All our patients can order food from their hospital bed and it's brought up to them within 45 minutes. We're gonna touch on some of the great things we're doing. And we're gonna make our Mercy meatloaf for you today. Real quick, and we're gonna come back to our mise en place, which we always talk about in every show. And we're gonna start out with getting our onions done. And Karen, we're gonna measure out, I believe you said 7 ounces of onion?
Yep.
7. There we go. We measure on our little scale, we tear weight, nice stuff. We're gonna put it in the pan. Karen's gonna add some beef broth to our onions. So we're making meatloaf today. It's a simple recipe, it's a comfort food. Maybe a little more. Just a touch. She's gonna get these onions going. We've got some simple foods. We've got beef broth. You can buy beef broth in many ways, shapes, or forms. You can buy it in a Campbell's soup can. You can get it at Wegmans. You can get it in organic form, but it's available in almost everywhere now. So you don't have to slave over a kitchen with carrots, celery, onion, veal bones, and beef bones, and tomato product, and all that. Karen's gonna add 2 ounces of Montreal steak seasoning. It's in everyone's cupboard, just like the onions and just like the beef broth. She's gonna take those onions, which you see here in this pan, from opaque, which is white, to a translucent, and that's how she'll know they're done. All right, so let's look at our mise en place real quick. We measured off our onions, so we're done with the onions, and we're gonna work clean and organized. We're gonna just put those away, and right now we're gonna start looking at our recipe. Our recipe today for our meatloaf involves some egg beaters. It involves a touch of dry mustard. Look at that, beautiful. Coleman's dry mustard, been around, timeless. And I've got some fresh thyme. We're using ground thyme. Ground thyme's wonderful because it doesn't look like anything. It blends in and you only enjoy the flavor of it. You don't get those little bits and herbs in your teeth, and you look good after you're having our meatloaf. All right, so I'm gonna, real quick, Karen's got, oh, beautiful, thank you very much. Right here we have our meatloaf. It is a combination of ground beef and turkey, and it's almost hard to tell the difference. I mean, we're working with high definition TV right now, and it's tough to tell. This side right here is the turkey, and right here is the ground beef. We're using lean 90-10 products, so that's gonna help make it an even healthier dish. All right, so we're gonna put it in our big bowl real quick. I'm gonna stir it up, start working it. One of the things with meatloaf is you don't wanna overwork your meatloaf.
Right.
You wanna just gently fold things together. Karen's doing a nice job with those onions. It's great to have an assistant so I don't have to burn them, because you know, you get going, things happen in the kitchen, things go on around you. And here at Mercy, it's a very busy place. All right, so I just gently work some of the turkey and the ground beef together, sort of breaking it up. I'm not going crazy, I'm not working hard, am I?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Okay, so now I'm gonna have Karen add my ingredients. She's gonna start out with the dry mustard powder. She's gonna gently sprinkle it over the top, and we're gonna put everything in there. Mustard adds flavor. What else about the mustard?
Actually, they have, antibacterial properties.
Which
is really good.
That's great.
I mean, people like to add spices to make things taste better, but they don't understand that it has nutritional value as well.
Okay, and that's our thyme.
That was our thyme, and we're gonna add some
Worcestershire.
And that's gonna just add a little
We like the
spice to
Worcestershire. It brings out the flavors of the meats.
Yeah.
It works real well with raw products. One thing I'm gonna do right now is it looks pretty good, but I've gotta put my special ingredients in with every meatloaf. You have to do it so the meatloaf stays together.
Yeah.
Karen's gonna help me. We've got some egg. We use egg beaters here at Mercy. They're a cholesterol-free product, which makes the meatloaf even healthier and better for you. So we're always trying to make the wheel a little rounder, make it a little faster, make it a little healthier. And this recipe is up on our website, and you can access it and you can make it at home. We recommend a little brown gravy with it. We have that recipe up there too. All right, now I'm gonna have her put in our breadcrumbs. Here's where you can modify the recipe. If you don't want gluten in your recipe, you can use gluten-free breadcrumbs. We did one earlier.
Woo! These are panko.
And now we're using panko. So we're just gonna put the panko in there. And I've scaled the recipe, which you'll see up there. This will make about 12 portions. If most people eat 2 portions, which they may because it's good,
Yeah.
you can feed 6 people with this comfortably. Real quick, I'm just gonna fold things together while I'm doing this. Karen, how do our onions look?
They look awesome.
All right, they're moving from that opaque state to a translucent state. It's great to have you manning that for me. And I'm just gonna keep working this together, gently folding, turning, folding. Okay. All right. And we're almost there. I think I got everything in this meatloaf. We'll just reiterate real quick.
With the onions?
Yep. And now I'm gonna have Karen put the onions in, and I'll keep folding. So we've got onions, Montreal steak seasoning, a touch of beef broth, a little bit of panko breadcrumbs, a touch of Coleman's dry mustard, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and some dry thyme. Real quick, I'm gonna mix it around. The onions are really gonna add a nice flavor. That sweet caramelization that we drew out of our onions really helps to build the flavors. You know, at home, you might have a little more time and you want to use your homespun recipe, and that's great. We want you to have a nice time with your meatloaf at home, but here at the hospital, we're very structured in what we do and how we prepare the foods for our patients. So whenever you come to Mercy, you're gonna get this meatloaf up in our patient services with all our patients have access to us through our room service menu. So when you call down, you're gonna get a call center, a girl's gonna pick up the phone, you're gonna have a menu. Karen, can you grab that regular menu real quick?
Yeah, right here.
You're gonna have a menu in front of you. You can open it up. It's got a lot of choices. We do serve breakfast all day here at Mercy. So you can get eggs, home fries, pancakes, French toast at any time of the day. You can get oatmeal, okay? So, and we do dinners. So we've got a wonderful tilapia recipe we do here. We've got our meatloaf. We've got some pot roast. We've got a new grilling back, so we're able to do grilled foods. We've got fresh grilled burgers. We also have grilled chicken, which we're gonna show you in a little bit, one of our dishes we have in back. But it's exciting. Karen brought over a nice pan, which we have. I'm just gonna take her hands, she pushes them in there and sort of sets the mold for that. And I'm gonna press it down and sort of stretch it out in the mold, and I don't get too big on it. And then I'm just gonna take it and start dropping that meatloaf in there. How long have we been at this now? Just a few minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a quick, easy recipe.
It is. Go out to your store, it's affordable. There's nothing very expensive about it except your time and energy. And this is comfort food, okay? So it's not gonna hit you in the wall like a filet mignon or ribs or any of those things, but we're gonna get it done quick. Okay, so I just push it in there real quick. I'm forming it into that pan. I'm gonna press it down, and now I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna sort of bang it down a couple more times to really get it to set up. So I'll take my parchment, fold it over again, sort of press it, fold it in, and there's our meatloaf. It's oven ready now. This will go into an oven, a 300-degree oven. We're gonna put an internal probe in it. It's gonna be cooked to an internal temperature of 165 degrees, at which time we take them out, we blast chill our products down, cool them right off, and we're ready to go for service. We go through a lot of meatloaf here. The patients really seem to enjoy the meatloaf.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. You're
All right,
offering some
so-
good selections.
This is our finished product. It's very, very firm. It comes out real nice with the egg and the breadcrumbs. We're able to make a real nice product here, and you can see how nice it lays out. It's got a nice texture, nice color. It holds together very well, and it makes a nice portion. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that just
Beautiful.
gorgeous?
Yeah.
Comes out great every time. So we've got another comfort food we work with here. This is done in our Alto Sham. We cook it for 14 hours. A lot of the best meats in Buffalo are done in Alto Sham, like Charlie the Butcher.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
you're all familiar with Charlie the Butcher and his roast beef. This isn't your average pot roast. We're not using a chuck. We're not using a fatty shoulder clod or anything like that, or even a fatty end of the sirloin. We are using a eye of the round. Eye of the round is lean all the way through. It does real well. It makes a wonderful product. So as far as the pot roast goes, we're also trying to lower the fat content in the pot roast as well, but we want you to enjoy your stay here at Mercy. So we've got some nice things. In front of me, I also have some of our patient services food that we do here. I've got a wonderful grilled chicken breast, fresh off our grill, and that's done with a honey ginger glaze. We've got fresh zucchini, homemade macaroni and cheese, and this is any flavor combination the patients can order. On the other hand, another patient called down, and he could have said, hey, you know, I'd like an open face roast beef with gravy, mashed potatoes, and fresh broccoli. There it is. Or he could have got macaroni and cheese and mashed potato. Any combination that the patient would like, we're able to provide for our patients. Some nice options.
That's awesome. And you know what? You have gluten-free options too, right? You have all different dietary restrictions here.
We do.
And you cater to that individually, specifically for the patients here, which is really awesome. Because when they're not feeling well and they want to take a nap, they can take a nap and not have to eat the meal at noon. They can wake up at 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon and call down and order something special. Is that right?
They do. I think it's challenging for patients. They're in a hospital bed. They don't have a lot of control over the situation they're in.
Right.
And with room service, they get control and they're able to take care of the situation that they're in and get the things they want as they want them. And it's a pleasure serving our patients upstairs. We've had great success, and they're able to get a lot of things that they weren't able to get before at all times of the day.
You know, when a patient gets what they want to eat,
Yep.
they're more apt to eat it. So nutritionally,
Very
they
true.
need that at a cellular level to boost their immunities while they're here in the hospital and they're not feeling well. So it encourages their recovery.
It's true, because every Friday in a Catholic hospital, we always serve fish.
Yeah.
And now we also have fish on our menu. We have a beautiful tilapia on our menu, but you can get other items other than the fish
Yes.
on a Friday now.
Yes,
So it's
that's
really
awesome.
exciting. It's great coming to Mercy. I enjoy taking care of our patients. We try and make their experience wonderful, but I'm not here for you after you leave the hospital. That's where you come in, Karen.
Right.
And Karen wants to talk a little bit about sugar and how it can help your diet.
Well, you know, what I love here is nutritionally, you're really taking care of their specific needs. So they're actually learning about their special dietary if they're diabetic or if they're on a cardiac diet. And then when they go home, they can see a holistic health coach or a nutritionist like myself to get them on the right path so that they can help reduce their disease. And I wrote a book called Lose the Sugar, You're Sweet Enough, because we're eating way too much sugar in this country. Unfortunately, it's causing inflammation in our bodies, and that's the beginning of all disease, whether it's heart disease, diabetes, or obesity. And unfortunately, 7 out of 10 Americans are overweight today. So we need to really pay attention because we're eating 152 pounds of sugar a year.
Wow.
And in the 1900s, our ancestors only ate 5. So you
Wow.
can see
That's a
that
big
we're
change.
eating an awful lot more sugar, and it's even in hidden foods like ketchup and barbecue sauce and salad dressings.
All things that I like.
So we need to look at ingredients. That's what we really need to
So
do. But
if you could give me one tip of advice on one thing I could get rid of right away to lower my sugar, what would it be?
well, it would have to be soda pop.
Soda, huh?
And it would have to be diet sodas, because diet soda does exactly the same thing to your pancreas, secreting the insulin, and it does the same thing, puts on weight. People think that they're doing themselves a favor with diet. They're not.
So I have to get rid of all soda.
You got to get rid of soda, drink water.
So drink lots of water.
Lots of water, infused water with cucumbers and some wonderful vegetables that you have.
There you have it. Karen, thank you very much for coming on today. I'd like to thank everybody who's part of our crew here today. I'd like to thank Melanie Griffith, Scott from Game Time Productions. I'd like to thank my cafe staff. I'd like to thank Dorn, who helped me along today at our moment there. Thank you, Dorn. Appreciate it. And I'd like to thank everybody in the back of my patient services, especially my cooks and our director. And thank you, CJ Airlab, for letting us put this together today. Have a great day. Bon appetit.
Thank you.